These are the realities. Sometimes we're editing, you're here shooting, natural light, you don't have studio. So guys, let's take it from the top. Actually, I'll include that blooper. So hey guys, and karibu sana tena to the channel. My name is Becky Monkey and this is the Beyond Becky KE channel. If you're a new subscriber, karibu tena sana. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? Guess what? In your absence, or in my absence, God, it's my absence, I dyed my hair green. And I love it. Oh Lord, yeah, this is a year to be bold. Do the things that you're afraid to do, okay? Alright, and actually it means that we are about to get straight into the topic of the day. Yeah? So karibuni tena sana. I know I've been lost, I've been MIA on this YouTube streets, lakini we're no longer making excuses. We agree that we were away, we come back and we move forward. So I hope you've been keeping well. I hope the first quarter of the year has gone well for you as well as second quarter. I just pray that things are going to get better for those of us who are looking forward to better things. For those of us who are enjoying abundance and enjoying a good life, continue enjoying. And for those of us who are praying for new frontiers, can they come your way in the mighty name of Jesus? Hallelujah. Somebody preach. Well, it has been a minute since I was in front of my camera. I've been in front of other cameras. Okay, city lighters, that joke is for you. Okay, yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for being here. The goal is still to get 500 subscribers, but I think I'm the one who's lacking by not producing content. So I say I'm guilty of all charges and I shall work towards being better. So today's topic of the day is a topic that I think, well, maybe you will overcome. I hope not overcome, like overcome, because today we are speaking about building your confidence. Oh, I feel like it's starting a song here by Masterpiece called Confidence. Confidence, confidence. Okay, anyway, guys, I'm extra. Also, my stock today is so shiny. It's a lilac. I think if I translate as sky blue, I hope. Okay, I hope screen shine. Anyway, so today's topic is confidence, and it's a topic that has been inspired by a video I watched by one of my favorite creators here on YouTube. And also it's something that a friend of mine had talked to me about it. I'm like, hey Bex, by the way, wacha nikushow me na zina angalianga tu confidence yako. And then my head, I'm like, me, you're telling me you admire my confidence, me. I'm confident. Am I confident? What is confidence? So, and I think I might insert a screenshot of a dictionary definition of confidence, but I want to introduce it in my own words, which I think confidence is believing in yourself and entering into spaces as a person who believes in themselves, because I think they are confidence can be relative, if I'm not wrong, because for some people confidence is picking up in class or in church during Bible study. For other people confidence is actually going to maybe town or to supermarkets by themselves. For other people confidence is telling people about what they do, about their side hustle. So I think confidence relates differently, but I think for me it's just constantly presenting you the best version of yourself to people. And so, the reason of this is because when I was growing up, a little bit of a backstory is, God, where's my accent coming from? My God, the things I'm watching. A little bit of a backstory is, when I was young, I really wasn't a confident child. Actually, for the people who grew up with me, when they meet me now, they're like, wow, Becky, what? You changed. And I was like, did I? They're like, yeah, you changed. Because I was always the girl who was at the back of the class, in terms of like, whenever people, okay, I was a dressmaker, that one. We shall not even say anything about it. But I think away from like now making noise, let me tell you, even when I used to be chased for this, I still used to be in the, mysteriously I'd always be in the newsmakers. God, are you hearing my prayers? The noisemakers list. So, but I remember as a kid, I was really never the person to volunteer for stuff and really present myself. But my best friend, who I love to beat, hey, what's up, girl? I always just think, my God, she is so confident. Like, she was always there, like, excuse me, can I? Yes, I can. Yes, I know the answer to that. Me, even though I knew the answer, it would take the teacher to poke me, and literally with the cane to be like, Rebecca, can you answer the question? But it's because I don't know how or why I was not as confident. Maybe as Ben and Wanjiro say in the joyride therapy, perhaps, to unpack. Which, by the way, guys, please subscribe to their podcast. It's amazing. Because I just went for the live recording. My God, yo, Joyride podcast is please subscribe. If you don't have a podcast you're subscribed to, please, this is not even a paid ad. It's just that I believe in those two and they do such a great job. So anyway, so I think backstory is like, I really wasn't the most confident child and teenager growing up. I think for me, my confidence actually started probably starting to look like something when I turned 25. I know people think I'm 26 and 27 and it's so precious, but God, you did that, by the way, they have to go to your pension. Yeah, but I think at 25 is when I started, and I think for me it came from, you know, just what is it called, just sometimes realizing that some things in life may not change, because by then I was really so bent on pursuing my degree that I didn't care about anything else. But also when I realized that that thing might not happen at that time, then I was like, oh my God, I'm 25, I need to live life. And I think that's when I started pursuing opportunities to maybe speak up in front of people, give my ideas in a meeting, because even during meetings I've never suggest. I was there writing the minutes, but I would never say I have a point to say. So I think in the last couple of years, and I think for me it's really changed in the last 2 years, is I've become a more confident person in terms of speaking in front of people. Like I speak a lot, but not speaking like in front of people in terms of moderation, emceeing, like hosting Bible study at my church. Those were things I think in like 4 years before that I've never have been thought I'd have been the person doing that. So even when this friend from church raised that up, I was like, really, me? Confidence, hey, okay, fine. And then I realized maybe there are many people who feel like me, who feel like even when people like comment, you are so confident, you are so good at this, you're always like, are they speaking to me or my shadow? But yeah, so today I wanted to just share like, oh my God, my intro is 6 minutes long, but I think because so I want us to, and I have my notebook with me. As usual, we have written the points. So if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the points. So I want to give 5 tips on how you can become more confident, or how you can build your confidence. And I think maybe this is part 1 of this series. I can do a confidence series, maybe even over time invite a guest or 2 who I believe are very confident and they can teach us a few things. So point number 1 is find things that make you confident. And I know sometimes this can be hard, yeah. But finding things that make you confident are, for example, like for me, I know if I'm amongst my friends, I'll speak easily and honestly and be truly who I am. I tend to be the comedian in the group. So when I'm around like the people who love me and the people who just love me for who I am, I'm always like the one cracking the jokes, doing so many things, doing random things in restaurants and on the streets of Nairobi, like, oi, unanijua to anyway. So for me, one of the things that I find in that point of finding things that make you feel confident, for me it's when I'm around people who love me genuinely and truly. I feel like I'm a bit more confident to do things. But also when I'm called upon to do things that I love. For example, I really love things around media, around social media. I love the word of the Lord. Like if you call me to speak about the Bible, even though that stadium has 1,000 people, be sure I'll be there. So like for me, yeah, like things when like around church environments, I'm very confident because I think church is the one thing I've truly known from the beginning. As a PK, like me, and church is home, yeah. So when I'm around church circles, I'm really confident. Like nothing can bring me down. So I think for you is also to encourage you the things that you find yourself. If you are confident when there's music, maybe explore more opportunities in the music field, if I could say that. If you like to draw, maybe look for artistic places where you can be with other artists. Like build, because I think when your confidence is built in that place, it translates outside. For example, when I started hosting Bible study in church, which has been like maybe a year and a half now, like recording, like we have like I should plug the playlist in the description box. So nowadays when I'm called upon outside the church circles to maybe MC or speak about something, I'm more confident because in church is where, when I'm doing Bible studies, where my confidence has been built. So for me, that's point number 1. And then the second way that you can build your confidence is by identifying your insecurities. You know, it's told that, you see, when you're able to identify what makes you stutter, for example, then you can avoid that or you can mitigate that. So for example, let's say my insecurities for the longest time were, how do I say this? You know, I'm not a small girl. Even though I have lost a lot of weight, I still am not small. So I've always been insecure and have to be in front of people. And then, you know, like girls with, you know, sometimes people pay attention to this and to this. So I've always been like there, I'm trying to cover up, I'm trying to lead. So in that awkwardness, I think it just gets into my mind that I cannot do this, and it becomes an insecure point for me. So I end up losing my confidence. So find your insecurities. It could be maybe you stutter or stammer, maybe you have an accent, that's why you're not able to speak. And then when you list them all down, then we will go to point number 3, which is tackle your fears and also your insecurities. For example, let's say you struggle with like me, when I'm nervous, I speak a lot and I speak very fast. Like when I'm nervous, you know, because nitaongea kama Twister, if you all remember that rapper. I'll insert a picture of Twister here, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So let me tell you about something like, so yeah. It sounds like I'm speaking in tongues. Christians here. So for me, like, what I've learned to do now in terms of tackling that insecurity of when I'm nervous, I speak fast. So when I'm called upon to speak, even like I'm speaking like strict at a place, I spent that entire week practicing every day in the mirror. How will my intro be? How is my intonation? And actually, recently I got a diction app, so that it helps me like enunciate words, so that I'm very clear when I speak, in terms of like, you can know English or you can know a language, but you also need like diction and also like the speed at which you speak. So for me, that's how I mitigate that. Like, I've been learning how to speak slower and prepare so that I'm not anxious. So for example, maybe your insecurity is because you have an accent. Maybe you speak English with like a mother tongue influence accent. What you can do, and what I keep telling people who tell me that I speak well, and I'm still practicing, and thank you so much for the compliments. So I tell people, practice every day. So one of the best way to improve your language in terms of speaking is speaking out loud. So get home and get, like, even buy newspapers, or just buy, or even when you're reading a novel, even when you're reading the Bible is also very good practice. Learn to read things out loud. Excuse me, God. Learn how to start practicing how to read things loud. Like, you should, sometimes when I'm in a matatu, like, especially I like thicker road because kuna nini mingi, like one of the billboards, and I really hope to be the face of a brand on a billboard soon. So I'll go reading out like the way a radio announcer or an advert person would, a voiceover artist would speak. So I keep practicing. Like, if you find me at home, I'm always talking to myself, and I'm also reading things aloud. I'm going to the mirror and I'm speaking, and over time that has really helped me become a better speaker of words and also improve my diction. So if you have an accent, that's the same way. Watch a lot of movies and programs so that you're able to, like, for example, you can try the American accent, not even to wang or twang, but because of how they pronounce one is very different from the British and Australian people. So that watch different productions, watch different movies, and then start practicing. There are various apps on Play Store that have, like, me have an addiction app. I had a vocal training app. So sometimes I do vocal training exercises that musicians use for their voice, to also train my voice to become better quality. And away from those, maybe if your fear of speaking to people is like crowds, start volunteering. For example, it's in church, and then maybe you're ending a service and they're like, would you like a volunteer to pray for us? Start volunteering for those things, so that over time you get over your insecurities, and then that builds your confidence. So the third point, no, that's point now number 4, is if you could stop comparing yourselves to others, you'll become more confident. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of opportunity. Comparison is an impediment to growth. And I can tell you from several stories. Like, one of these days I want to introduce like story time on the channel. So like for me, growing up, I'd compare myself to different people. I'd compare myself to, like, even my bestie, she always was like, babes, but you're okay the way you are. I'm like, but I like how you talk. I like how you're confident in front of people. I like how you know things and stuff. So every time I'd compare myself to people, even in high school, in campus, because after campus, because like right now, a lot of my classmates are quite, they all know them. Like, they are faces of different TV stations and stuff. And I'd be like, man, maybe if I did this and this in class, maybe I could be where they are. And now that stops me from, because of my desire to be like on television, it stops me from like even owning my YouTube space, which is like a channel by itself. And I'd compare myself, I'm like, but even though I don't speak as good as so and so. Then I'd quote my friends who like speak very well. Like, one of my friends is, my really good friends is a really amazing Swahili uncle. Like, I don't hear Swahili, and I go, damn girl, teach me your ways, baby. She's so good in Swahili, like, ay. Sometimes I'm like, oh God, I could be excelling, but now I cannot even speak in Swahili like that. And maybe what I need to do is maybe speak Kikuyu more often, because maybe there are more opportunities in Kikuyu speaking, I don't know, medium than Swahili speaking, because Kikuyu is also like a language that I know and I'm fluent in. So stop comparing yourself to others. Stop saying, Ati, I could draw better, but so and so is better at me. So because the energy we waste and in comparing ourselves to others is energy we could be investing in taking up point number 3, which is tackling your fears and insecurities. So stop comparing yourself to others. Believe that in yourself, the way you are, you improve what you already are. You are a package that's enough. Okay, that you are enough. So stop with the camera. Stop comparing yourself. Okay. And in that way, the energy that we spend comparing ourselves to others is energy we can invest in ourselves, and we can invest in improving our insecurities. It's improving the skills that we think we are not really well adept in. And then over time, when you overcome all those things, and then you are not comparing yourself, so that energy now you have invested in maybe speaking better, maybe you've paid for a class to learn better accounting, maybe you've paid for a class, maybe you've subscribed to like the skill shares and all these other free resources that we have, or even paid for resources that we have. You see, you become better if you will take more time to improve yourself than you take to compare yourself. And now the final point is prioritizing self-care. And I will say it again, prioritizing self-care. So this thing of self-care, I think, is because first of all, we can say it's a capitalist idea, which I agree on some level, but self-care doesn't have to be expensive. I like to tell people one thing, like how I practice self-care, for example, is going for solo dates, and they don't even also have to be expensive. Like for me, if by the time you're watching this, you kind of know my favorite joint to have a cup of tea or coffee or hot chocolate at. So sometimes during the week, I'll tell myself on Friday, I'm taking myself out for dinner, which for me is a meal and a cup of tea. And that time I concentrate on myself. Even sometimes I'll go to the length of booking a table and tell the waitresses not to bring anyone there. So a committee hapa, chairman wasijui chama gani wako hapa. I'm like, no, please, this seat is not being taken, but I prefer to have some time by myself. Even when my friends come and find me at that restaurant, I'm like, it's me time today, sorry. Because I think sometimes self-care has been made to look as expensive as going for staycations and all these things, which are really good, and if you're able to afford them, please do. But also self-care sometimes is just closing yourself out to the world and spending a few hours by yourself. Because you see, no matter how thin you stretch yourself, there can only be one you. You cannot be replaced. Once you're gone, you're gone. You'll be replaced though. So learn to take care of yourself. And you see how self-care works. It's because you start from internally appreciating yourself, and then when you internally appreciate yourself, it shows externally, and the perception that comes out to other people who are watching you is confidence. So I know I've spoken a lot. It's almost like, oh my god, almost getting to 20 minutes, but I thought that's an important topic for us to learn today, because I think a lot of us are really suffering in terms of being confident. And I think it's, of course, it's not a one-stop conversation. It's something that we shall continue to talk about over time. And I think today I just want to encourage anyone and everyone who is watching this video that no matter how small you think your giftings are, don't let that be a limitation for you to not be confident. Even that small thing, use that small gift that you have to teach the world, because it is also your unique factor, right? For example, if you're a comedian, keep making the jokes on TikTok, on Instagram, in person. And you never know what door that will open. Maybe one day someone will be watching, refer your video to Churchill or someone else, and then that's when you Kuomoka. You get? But also, even away from Kuomoka, it's like whenever you're in your room, make your presence felt, and not negatively, positively. So confidence, sometimes it doesn't even have to be a speaking opportunity. It's sometimes even the way you carry yourself. Like I know a few friends who I tell when they enter a room, like we just notice, because their aura, their presence is very confident, and they believe in themselves so bad. Like you don't have even you as you're watching them, you're like, even you believe in them, even though you don't know what they believe themselves in. So I think my encouragement today is, even as we do those 5 things of how to improve our confidence, let us continue to seek opportunities to present the best version of ourselves. But that can only happen when we work within ourselves internally before the world can recognize and receive our confidence. So that is all from me for now. I will love you, but also I will leave you. But like I always like to end the videos is by saying that you matter, and you are loved of the Lord, and you are important in this world. So please, if the Lord has said He's your confidence, if the Lord has said He loves you, that you're His child, you're His beloved, why don't you believe that for yourself? So God bless you, God keep you. Till the next time you see this beautiful face on this channel or on other channels, because who knows what this new year is gonna open for me, because it's my birthday month. Yeah, so whenever you see me this face on YouTube, click to like to. But then today for this video, even though you're not subscribed, please like, for it is gonna recommend this video to more people, and then I can have more subscribers, and then we can do more content. But for now, I leave you with the words that say that the Lord keep you and the Lord bless you, and may the Lord cause his face to shine upon you. Bye.